Hello everyone. Today we'll be going through Pearson Edexcel International Advanced Level Mathematics paper. Code is WMA13/01 Pure Mathematics paper 3. This is from unseen material. I just wanted to clear in advance that we don't have access to the marking scheme, so we have tried our best to reach to accurate answers, but if there is some mistake, we'll be uploading in comment section. So don't forget to see the comment section also. We'll pin that correction. So, and take your time, just 1 second to subscribe the channel and also press bell icon for future intimations also. Now let us move to question number 1. The curve C has equation, this is the equation of the curve, and range is provided from 0 to pi. The curve has a stationary point at point P. So stationary point, we know what is stationary point, and for the stationary point we are putting dy over dx is equal to 0. This is the test for stationary point. Now A part, show using calculus that the x coordinate of P is a solution of of the equation is this one. This is basically x coordinate. We have to show this is x coordinate because the stationary point will be a point having x coordinate as well as y coordinate. So this is what they have. We have to prove that this is x coordinate of that stationary point. So what we will be doing, we will be taking this given equation y is equal to x squared. So for a part we will be solving this equation y is equal to x squared cos of x by 2. So this will be the equation which we are going to solve, and we know this is having two variables. This is one variable and this is the other variable. So in derivative we are using formula dy over dx. In case of uv formula, we can write u as it is and derivative of v plus v as it is and derivative of u. This will be the formula uv format which we'll be using for this one. So the derivative of this we can write dy over dx, first one as it is, so x squared as it is, and derivative of second, so cos x, derivative of cos x is minus sine x, so we write minus sine of x by 2 into derivative of x by 2 will be 1 by 2, so this will be the derivative and bracket will be closed. Then derivative of the first function, which is x square, so derivative of x square will be 2x, and the second function as it is, which is cos of x by 2, this will be the second function. So we have applied this formula for derivation of this given equation. Now we can simplify this. So minus x squared and 1 by 2 also we can take out. So minus x squared by 2 sine of x by 2 and plus 2x cos of x over 2 is, and this is basically dy over dx. And as we discussed that for stationary point dy by dx we are putting equal to 0, so we'll be replacing this equal to 0, so we can equalize this as 0. Now we can solve this equation. This will be minus x square by 2 sine x by 2. We can shift this to other side, so we will write 2x cos of x over 2 is equal to x squared over 2, and this will be sine x over 2, sine x over 2. Now further we can simplify, and this x will be cancelled with this one, and we can rewrite this 2, we can shift to the other side, so it will be 2 into 2 will be 4 cos of x by 2, and this extra working I will just remove from here, and from here as well. Just I'm circling for your explanation. So this will be equal to what? This will be equal to x sine of x over 2. Now we can shift this sine cos x, we can shift to the other side. So it 4 also we can shift to other side. Basically sine x over cos x will be tan x. So we can write 4 over x is equal to sine x over 2 over cos x over 2, and this one will be equal to tan of x over 2. So further we can shift this tan x to the other side, so that will be tan inverse. So we can write tan inverse 4 over x is equal to x over 2, and x value we can shift 2 also to other side. So x will be equal to 2 tan inverse 4 over x, and this is what they were looking for. We have to prove that this is 2 arc tan 4 over x, 2 arc tan 4 over x. This is the thing which we have proved. So this is A part is done. Now we can move to B part, and B part says using the iteration formula, this one x1 is equal to 2, find the value of x2 and the value of x6, giving your answer to 3 decimal places. So iteration formula we have to use. Now the given formula we will write over here xn plus 1. For B part, we can write B part as x n plus 1 is equal to 2 arc tan or tan inverse of 4 over x n. So we can write this formula in calculator. So this will be 2 shift tan of 4 over x will be alpha, and this one, and bracket will be closed, and we will start with x is equal to x1 is equal to 2. So calculate for x is equal to 2, we will get 2.214. So x2 value will be equal to 2.214, and similarly we can write x2 we need up to x6 value. So x2, x3, x4, x5 and x6, these are the values which we are looking for. So we can check for this one, calculate for this answer, and this will be giving us 2.130, 2.130. This will be x3 basically, which we have to write with 3, 4, 5, 6, and this will be gone. And this will be x3 will be calculate for answer, and we will get 2.1628. So 2.163. So 2.163, and next x5 will be calculate for answer is equal to 2.150. 2.150, and x6 will be calculate for answer, and this will give us 2.155, 2.155, and x6 is this one and x2 is this one. So these two values were required, which we have indicated over here. This is B part. We are done with the B part, and up to 3 decimal places it was required, which we had done. Now we can move to question number 2. Question number 2 says we have to show that A part is we have to show this is equal to k tan x, where x is not equal to 90 n degrees and is belonging to C, where k is a constant to be found. We need to find the value of k. So for A part we can write cos of 2x. Cos of 2x is equal to, we know this formula basically, we know cos of 2x is equal to 2 cos square x minus 1, and we also know that sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So cos square theta will be equal to 1 minus sine square theta. So we will be replacing this cos square x by 1 minus sine square x, and we will get what will be our next step will be 2 into 1 minus sine square x minus 1, and we can multiply, open the bracket, so it will be 2 minus 2 sine square x minus 1, and 2 minus 1 will be 1, so 1 minus 2 sine square x. This will be equal to, basically this will be equal to cos 2x. So sine 2x, we know sine 2x is equal to, this is cos 2x value. Similarly, sine 2x, we can write sine 2x is equal to 2 sine x cos x, and this will be, these values we can replace basically in this equation 2 sine x. So we can write 1 minus into 1 minus 2 sine square x divided by 2 into 2 sine x cos x. So we have replaced sine 2x by this one. So now we can rewrite, open the brackets, and we will get 1 minus 1 plus this will be 2 sine square x over, this will be 4 sine x cos x. We have opened this uh, bracket also. Now minus 1 and plus 1 will be cancelled, and remaining part we can write over here. This will be 2 sine square x over 4 sine x cos x. Now further cancellations, we can cancel this 2 with 4, so it will be 2, and this sine x we can cancel with square, and this will be equal to 1 over 2 tan x, and we know we can compare, they are saying this is equal to k tan x, this one is equal to k tan x. So k tan x mean k tan x, so it means k is equal to 1 by 2. So by comparing, we can write k is equal to 1 over 2, or we can write 0.5. This will be our answer for this part. Now for next one, they are saying basically B part, hence solve for theta from 0 to 90 degree. This equation we have to solve, giving your answer to 1 decimal place. So up to 1 decimal place we have to provide answer. So what we will do, we know this one, we have separate, in part A we have solved this section, and this section is equal to half tan theta. So this equation we will transform into t into 0.5 tan theta is equal to secant, basically 2 secant square x, 2 secant square x theta. So this will be secant square theta. So this equation we will start with, and we can write here 9 into 0.5 tan theta is equal to 2 secant square theta, and we will start with this one. So this will be our B part, 9 into 0.5 tan theta is equal to 2 secant square theta. This is our new equation. Now we can multiply 9 with 0.5. 9 multiplied by 0.5 will be equal to 4.5. So we can write 4.5 tan theta is equal to 2 into tan theta is 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta. 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta. This will be the formula which we'll be utilizing over here. So 1 plus tan square theta. Now we can open the brackets. So 4.5 tan theta is equal to 2 plus 2 tan square theta. So further, now we can form the quadratic equation in terms of tan theta. So we can write 2 tan square theta and minus 4.5 tan theta and plus 2 is equal to 0. Now this is quadratic equation in terms of tan theta, so we can directly write, for example, the equation like tan theta will be equal to minus b plus my quadratic formula we can apply, plus minus b square minus 4ac over 2a. This formula we can apply, or we can use the calculator method, which is mod 5 3, and this will be coefficient of tan square is 2 and minus 4.5 and 2, so this will be giving us answer as 1.64. so tan theta will be equal to 1.64, and the second value will be negative value will be 0.6096. So this is second value. These two values we can get from this quadratic equation as well, quadratic formula as well. So you can apply quadratic formula, but you will be getting the same values. So this one is 1, this is equation 2. So equation 1 implies theta is equal to tan inverse of 1.64, and equation 2 implies theta will be equal to tan inverse of 0.6096, and we can find the tan inverse now. This will be mod 1 and shift tan, we can write 1.64, and this will be equal to this is radian mode. We can shift mode to degrees, which is 3, and we can calculate this will be 58.626 degrees. And similarly for the other one, second value, we can write 0.6096, and this is equal to 31.363, 31.366, or we can write 31.4 degrees, and this will be this degree and this degree. We got two theta values. Basically we were looking for these values, so these are in between 0 to 90 degrees, so we will not be looking for other values because they will be out of the range provided. Now we can move to the question number 3. Question number 3 is about integration. So find this one, integral of this one, for giving your answer in simplest form. So simplest form we have to provide answer. We can write on a part will be what? A part is integral of 12 over 2x minus 1 whole square dx, and this one we can rewrite it as 12 integral 2x minus 1 whole raised by minus 2 dx, and further we can integrate. This will be 12 and this will be 2x minus 1 raised by minus 2 plus 1 divided by minus 2 plus 1, and the derivative of this 2x will be 2, so we will write here 2, derivative also we are dividing, so plus integral constant c. This will be our step. Now we can simplify. This 2 will be cancelled with this, and we'll get 6 over here, and this will be what? This will be resulting to minus 1 and we will write here minus 6 over, this will be 2x minus 1 raised to the power 1, because this will be resulting to minus 1, so we will shift as denominator, so it will be plus 1, and the constant integral c. Now this is what integration we found, and write this one, write this in the form of a plus b. So this is like partial fraction. So second part we will be solving over here. So second part will be 4x plus 3 and x plus 2. So we can do the division method. So 4x plus 3 and x plus 2. So we will check, this will be 4. So we'll multiply this one with 4. So it will be 4x plus 8, and minus minus will change sign. After that this will be cancelled, and 3 minus 8 will be minus 5, and our equation will become 4. This one 4 over here, then plus this remainder, so minus 5 over, divide this one divider, so it will be x plus 2, and we can see a value is this one, which is a is equal to 4, and b value is this one, which is b is equal to minus 5. This one we have done a and b values. Now the second b part, basically, hence find using algebraic integration the exact value of this one, giving your answer in simplest form. This is 6-mark question, so we'll be using this partial fraction ab values which we just found. We will be writing integral from minus 8 to minus 5, and we can integrate 4 plus minus 5 over x plus 2, and or we can change this minus with this one, and this will be dx, or question which we'll be solving. And we can write integral of this will be what, 4x and minus 5, and this will be log x, log of mod x plus 2, and this will be upper and lower limits. We will be writing minus 8 and minus 5, and basically we will be putting upper limit first, so minus 5 will be putting first, so it will be 4 into minus 5 and minus 5 log of x which is minus 5, so minus 5 plus 2, and this will be closed, and minus the second value, 4 into second value is minus 8, and minus 5 log of minus 8 plus 2, and bracket will be closed, and we can write 4 into minus 5 will be 20, so this will be 20 minus 20, and minus 5 log of 3, we can take the positive value and we can put brackets, and this will be minus, and this will be what, we can put bracket over here, minus, this will be 32, and plus 5 log of 6, this will be our value. In next step we can just open the brackets, it will be minus 20 minus 5 log 3, 5 log 3 minus 32 plus 5 log of 6, so minus 20, and this should be basically plus 32. We are doing mistake, so this will be plus 32, because this is 4 minus 8, so it will be multiplying with minus, so it will be plus 32, and minus 20 plus 32 will be 12, so we can write here 12, and plus 5 log this, so plus 5 log 6 over, this will be 6 over 3, so we can write 6 over 3, log m over n formula, basically this one, log a minus b will be equal to log a over log b, so this is basically we are done with, so this will be equal to 12 and plus 5 this one we can cancel, 3 2s are 6, so we can write here log of 2, and this will be basically the simplified form, or you can find this value also, 12 plus 5 log of 2, and this is equal to 15.47. so 15.47 also you can give this answer as well. Now we can move to, basically we are done with this question. This was integration one part only. Now we can move to the next question. Next question says, this is question number 4. The functions f and g are defined by, this one is f of x, this is g of x, and solve the equation. A part is solve the equation f of g of 3. So I will explain this. So this one, A part, we can first find this one. A part will be f of g of 3. So first we will write, basically we have to, the function is defined, so f of g of x we have to find, and we have to show that this is equal to, we have to solve this equation. So f of g of x we will find, and we will put it equal to 3. So f of g of x means what? So where g of x is over here, which is we can write g of x is equal to 5 minus 2x squared, and this value we can replace over here. So we can write f of g of x is equal to f of g of x will replace by 5 minus 2x squared, and f of x is also provided, which is this one. So in f of x we will replace this value, x will be replaced with 5 minus 2x squared, and our equation will become 4 into, this is 4x. So instead of x we will be writing 5 minus 2x squared and plus 6 as it is, and over x, which is again 5 minus 2x squared and minus 5. So this is basically our equation, and they have provided that this is equal to 3, so we will be putting it equal to 3, and now we will be solving this equation. We can open the bracket, so it will be 20 minus 8x squared and plus 6 divided by 5 minus 2x squared and minus 5, and plus 5 and minus 5 will be cancelled, and we know this is equal to 3. Now we can write 20 plus 6 will be 26 minus 8x squared over minus 2x squared is equal to 3, and over 1 we can write, and we can cross multiply, and after cross multiplication we will get 26 minus 8x squared is equal to minus 6x squared, and further we can shift everything to the other side, so we'll get 8x squared minus 6x squared is equal to 26, we can write. So 2x squared is equal to 26, and x squared will be equal to 13. This implies x will be equal to plus minus under root 13. This will be, and they are saying x is less than 0 over here, so we'll take the negative value only. So x is less than, basically x will be equal to negative value 113. So this one, so this will be our answer for this one. Now find f inverse, basically f inverse of x we have to find. Now f of x, we know f of x, and for b part f of x is this one, so we'll be using this one to find f inverse. So for that one, what we can do, we can write over here, this will be f of x is equal to, we can write y, and this is equal to 4x plus 6 over x minus 5. This will be the equation. This is the given equation. Now we can cross multiply and we will get y into x minus 5 is equal to 4x plus 6, and we can multiply xy minus 5y is equal to 4x plus 6, and x we can shift to other side, so it will be xy minus 4x is equal to 5y plus 6, and we can take x common, so inside will be y minus 4 is equal to 5y plus 6, and we can shift y minus 4 to other side and we will get x is equal to 5y plus 6 over y minus 4. This will be x value, which is basically, now we can swap y is equal to 5x plus 6 over x minus 4, and this is f inverse of x. So f inverse of x is equal to this one. So this is what we found. Now for the C part, sketch and label on the x-axis the curve with y is equal to g of x and the curve with y is equal to g inverse. Show on your sketch the coordinates of the points where each curve meets the or cuts the coordinate axis. So sketch we have to show. So for that one, for C part, points of intersection also we can identify. G of x we know is equal to 5 minus 2x squared, and we can put g of x is equal to 0, so to get the x-intercept. So 5 minus 2x squared will be equal to 0, and this implies 2x squared is equal to 5, and this implies x squared is equal to 5 by 2, which is equal to 2.5. So x will be equal to plus minus 2.5 under root. So 2.5 under root, and now we can write, like for example, at x is equal to 0, y will be equal to uh, y will be equal to, if we replace this one, x is equal to 0 in this equation, in this one x is equal to 0, y will be equal to 5. So we can write that point also. At x is equal to 0, y will be equal to 5. So 0 and 5 will be the y-intercept, and we can draw basically graph sketch. We can show sketch also, and sketch will be like this one. So rough sketch will be showing only the points of intersections, and this will be 0 5 will be like this one. This will be 0 5 point and minus under root 2.5, so we can write here minus under root 2.5, and this side will be, basically we can draw this like this one, like this one over here. This will be the graph, and we can, when we are drawing the line of symmetry, like y is equal to x will be our line of symmetry, and we can show this will be our line of symmetry, and we can shift this graph to the other side. So like this graph will be over here, and we can draw the other side. So 0 5 will be shifted to 5 0, so on this side, so this will be 5 0, and this one will be over here, over somewhere here, so we can show under root of 2.5, and this curve will be bending like this one. So this will be the points of intersection, and this will be the sketch we have shown over here. Hopefully you understood this section. So the same graph, if we show, basically if I show that same graph over here, So what I will do, I will move this graph to compare it with the graph which we have drawn so that we can compare it. So what I have done is basically I have drawn graph by using website, and if we draw the quadratic complete graph, it will be like this one. So red portion, so our red portion is this one. This is our red portion, positive side only. We have only positive side. So this one is the website, which is not in our case. And if we transform that graph, so this is x is equal to y is equal to x line, and these will be the points which will be getting the points of intercepts, and this is the graph which I have shown you by the help of website, and this is what we have sketched. Hopefully you understood each and everything of this question also. Now we can move to the next question, question number 5. Question number 5, a diagram is provided, figure 1. The growth of duckweed on a pond is being studied. The surface area of the pond covered by duckweed a m squared at a time t days after the start of the study is modeled by the equation this one, where p and q are the positive constants. Figure 1 shows the linear relationship between log with base 10 a and t value. This is log with base 10 a, and this side is t value, and these are the points at the initial point, and after some time this is the another point, and this is the state line, and we know state line is having equation y is equal to mx plus c. This is the equation of the state line. Now the points, these 2 points, the points this one and this one lie on the line as shown. Find to 3 decimal places the value of p and q. So this is a 4-mark question. We have to find the value of p and q. So we can use the given equation. Given equation is a is equal to pq raised to the power t. We can take log with base 10 on both sides. So a is equal to log of pq raised to the power t, and we can separately take log of log of p plus uh, log of q raised to the power t, and this one we can basically we can shift this log of pqt, we can write it as we can rewrite in another arranged form like this one. Pq raised to the power t is equal to, I will write this one first, so it will be log of base 10 q raised to the power t plus log of 10 log of 10p. So now we can compare it, y is equal to mx plus c. So this will be the y-intercept, c value will be this one. So we can write c value, we can check from here, and c value is over this one, 0.32. So we can write log 10p is equal to 0.32. So we will write log of base 10p is equal to 0.32, and p will be equal to what? P will be equal to 10 raised to the power 0.32, and we can calculate this 10 raised to the power 0.32, and this is equal to 2.089. 2.089. This will be the value of p. Similarly, value of q also we can find. Value of q will be log q will be equal to 0.03. For this case we can write log q with base 10 is equal to 0.03, and q will be equal to 10 raised to power 0.03, and we can calculate this. This will be 10 raised to the power 0.03 is equal to 1.0715. So I will write 1.072, 1.072. So this will be the value of q. So we found value of p, we found value of q also. This was required in this part A. Now we can find value of b. uh, Part B, basically use the model with the values of P and Q found in part A. P part is what? Find the rate of change of the surface area of the pond covered by the duckweed in meters square per day exactly 6 days after the start of the study. Give your answer in two decimal places. So we can write at t is equal to 0. B part is what? When time is equal to 0, the formula is A is equal to PQ raised to the power T, and A will be, in that case, A will be equal to 0.032, and at T is equal to 6, when T is equal to 6, A will be equal to 3.16. So 3.16, basically we have done this part. So the rate of change, we can find dA over dt will be equal to what? This will be equal to 3.13. This is 3.13, basically. 3.13 will be divided by 6. 3.13 divided by 6 will be equal to 3.13 divided by 6 will be equal to 0.52. 0.5217. 0.5217, and this 0.13 we got from where? If you want the explanation for this one, I'll give you explanation. Like, for example, this is A, which is 3.16, and initial value was this one. Initial value was this one at t is equal to 0. So we'll subtract 0.032, and this will be divided by 6, and this portion is basically 3.1. So we can check 3.16 minus 0.032, and this is equal to 3.128, which I have written 3.1. Hopefully you understood this part also. And this value which we found 0.521, we can write approximately 0.52 meters square per day. This will be our final answer for this question. So we are done with B part also. Now we can move to the next question, and next question says, question number 6 says, given that k is a positive constant on separate drawings, sketch the graph with equation this one and this one. So we have to separately sketch this. Show on each sketch the coordinates in terms of k for each point where the graph meets or cuts the axis. So we have to show that one also. So for this one, what I have done, I have shown it with the help of the graphs which I have drawn on a website. So over here, like, this will be, if we are having our complete equation is what? Y is equal to k minus 2 and x mod. So this is our given equation, this one. Y is equal to k minus 2 x mod. So if we only draw x mod portion, this one, this will be our x mod curve. So it will be the negative side, which is basically, originally the negative side will be on this side, but it will be shifted to this upper side, this one. So this is mod graph. So next thing is what? The next thing is -2. So -2 will be, it will be shrinked to, like for example, the same graph with -2 value will be switching to this one. So -2 means it will be, the original graph will be inverted. Original was here, original is here. So it was upward, opening upward, but this is opening downward. Plus it will be like shrinked, like -2. So this will be the transformation. So it will be basically stretched. If you check this one, this side is double, this one is 2 units, and over here, if I'll increase the size over here, this is 1 unit, this is 1 unit upward, and this is 1 by 1 basically, and this is 2 units by 2 units, this one 1 unit by 2 units. This is x value is 1, y value is 2 units. In this case, x value is 1, y value is also 1. So vertically stretched. So two changes are happening by -2. One is it is opening downward, inverted, and the second thing is it is vertically stretched. And the value of k, if we check the value of k, what is happening with the k value, that also I'll show you with another graph. So that is over here, that is uh, this graph. If we enlarge, so it is, see, in this case it was at the origin, so this was at the origin, but now this is 2 units upward. So I have taken basically k value as 2. If we are taking k value as 2, this will be moving upward 2 units. If k value is equal to 9, it will be moving 9 units upward. So k units upward, it will be moving uh, upward. Positive value of k will be moving upward, negative value of k will be moving downward. So in this case it will be moving upward. So we can write k plus 2 is equal to y. We can write here, basically we can write on the next. Okay, so what I will do, I will reduce the page, this one, and I will solve here. So y is equal to k plus 2x, and y is equal to 0. For y is equal to 0, k plus 2x. So 2x will be equal to minus k, and x will be equal to minus k over 2. So x will be equal to minus k by 2. This will be the relation which we have to show for this one. And for the second one, for the second part, which is y is equal to 2x minus k over 3, we can check that relation also. Y is equal to 2x minus k over 3. This one at x-axis, for example, at x-axis y will be equal to 0. So 2x minus k over 3 will be equal to 0. This implies 2x will be equal to k over 3, and x will be equal to k over 6. In that case it will be equal to k over 6. Now if we check this graph which I have inserted for you, so this is like this side is if we have taken this one, like k is equal to, if this is side is 3, this will be 1 k by 2, this is k by 2, right? And this will be k by 6. How we will be getting k by 6? That also we can check from this graph. If we plot both graph on the same coordinate axis, So we will get, this is basically when we take x value as 9. I have taken x value as 9, not x, k value I have taken as 9. So if you check, this is k value as this one 4.5. So this will be basically x value. We will check from here. One second, I'll show you over here. This will be at 3. So you can see, if we are taking this value as 9, we are getting x value as 3. So this will be k over 3. This is k over 3 x side. And if we check this intercept, this one, this is 1.5 minus 1.5 on this side. And if this is k is 9, this will be basically minus k by 6. So we are getting k by 3 and minus k by 6, and these are the points of intersection. And we can show this also by solving the equation, and that one we will write y is equal to 2x minus k over 3. And this, the second equation is what, y is equal to k minus 2x. And simultaneously we can solve this equation also. So hence find, basically we are going to this b part now. Hence find in terms of k the values of this one, so we have to equate them and find the answer for that one. We will be equating them, and when we equate them, this is basically b part which we are doing. So we can write here b part. So when we equate them, k minus 2x will be equal to 2x minus k over 3. And we can now simplify, and k plus this will be k by 3. K by 3 is equal to 2x plus 2x, which is equal to 4x. So k plus 1 by 3 will be what? This will be 4 by 3 k. So 4 by 3 k is equal to 4x. So 4 we can cancel, and we will get x is equal to 1 over 3k, or we can write k by 3, and this is basically the x value. Now this x value we can replace y is equal to minus 2x plus k over 3, and we can equate this value also. Minus 2x plus k by 3 is equal to k plus 2x. And if we solve this one, so this will be 4x is equal to k by 3 minus k, and this will be 4x is equal to, this will be 1 by 3 minus 1. So 1 over 3 and minus 1 will be equal to minus 2 by 3. So minus 2 by 3k. And further we can write x is equal to minus 2 over 6. So minus 1 over 6, basically minus 1 over 6k, and this will be the value which we found, which was required. This is also done. Now we can move to question number 7. Question number 7, given that this equation is given y is ranging from 0 to pi by 4, show that derivative of this is equal to this one, and a and b are integers to be found. So d over dx derivative, we will find d over dx of this side is x is equal to d over dx of 6 sine square 2y. And we can this side will be, derivative will be 1, and for this side it will be 6 we can write out, and sine square 2y will be having derivative of 2 we will write first, then sine 2y, and derivative of sine 2y will be cos 2y, and derivative of 2y will be 2, and then derivative of y dy over dx, this will be the derivative which we have taken. And now we can write dy over dx is equal to 6 into 2, 12, 12 into 2 will be 24. So we can write as 1 over, we can write 1 over 12 and into 2 sine of 2y cos of 2y. So this is as denominator, and we know that sine of 2y is equal to 2 sine y cos y. This is the formula which we will be utilizing, and we can rewrite this derivative as dy over dx is equal to 1 over, this will be 12, and sine of 4y, because this will be sine of 2y. So in this, for this explanation, what we can do, we can put in this formula, we can put sine y is equal to 2y. So this will be sine 4y will be equal to 2 sine 2y cos 2y, and this is sine 4y which we have utilized over here. Hopefully you understood this. Basically we are using this process for this sine 4y. Now we can this is basically the derivative, and x is equal to, this is the equation given, x is equal to sine square 2y. So we can rewrite as x is equal to x is equal to 6 sine square 2y. So x over 6 will be equal to sine square 2y, and we know that sine square theta or sine square 2y plus cos square 2y is equal to 1. So cos square 2y will be equal to 1 minus sine square 2y, and this will be equal to 1 minus, this value is what? This value is x over 6, and this will be 1 minus x over 6 will be equal to cos square y. And similarly sine 4y also we can find, sine 4y will be sine square 4y will be equal to 4 sine square 2y cos square 2y also, and this sine square 2y we can basically rewrite it as sine square 4y. Sine square 4y is equal to 4, this sine square y we can replace value this x by 2, this will be x over 2, and cos square 2y we will put this value which we have found over here, which is 1 minus x over 6. So these two values we will be replacing, and we will be simplifying. We can cancel this 2 with this and we'll get 2 here, and the remaining step we can write over here, sine square 4y is equal to 2 over this will be 2 over 3. Basically this is not x by 2, this should be x by 6. So this should be 3 over here, so we can write this one as 2 over 3 and into x minus x square over 6. This will be, now further we can multiply this also, or before multiplication we can take LCM inside the bracket. So this will be 6x minus x squared, and now we can cancel, this 2 will be cancelled with this, it will be 3, and the final answer we can write sine square. Further steps we have, so we can write it as 6x minus x squared divided by 3 into 3 will be 9, and we can write sine 4y will be equal to root of 6x minus x squared over 9. This 9 we can write outside the root, so we will get 6x minus x squared over 3 will be outside the root. And now this is basically the sine 4y value. We know that dy by dx is equal to 1 over 12, this one 1 over 12 sine 4y, and we will replace in this one, we will write 1 over 12 sine 4y, and this will be equal to 3 over 12 and under root of 6x minus x squared, and this 3 and 12 will be cancelled, so it will be 4 here, and we will get dy over dx is equal to 1 over 4 under root of 6x minus x squared, and this value will be our a value, so a is equal to 4 and this value will be b value, so we can write b is equal to 6, and these are the ab values which we were supposed to find. Now question number 8. Question number 8 says a scientist is studying a population of fish in a lake. The number of fish n in the population t years after the start of the study is modeled by the equation. This is the equation, and t is greater than equal to 0. A part, find the number of fish in the lake at the start of the study. So we need to find at the start of the study. We can find basically in this equation we will be replacing t is equal to 0, so we can write that equation. A part will be n is equal to 600 e raised to the power 0, and this will be 2 plus e raised to the power 0. So at t is equal to 0, this will be the situation, and this will be 600 e raised to the power 0 will be 1 over 2 plus 1, so this will be equal to 600 over 3, which is equal to 200. So at the start it will be 200. Now for b part is saying find the upper limit to the number of fish in the lake. So upper limit will be when t tends to infinity. So for b part we can check t tends to infinity, and the r value will be what? When t tends to infinity, n will be equal to 600, so e raised to the power, we can take common, basically e raised to the power 0.3 t over, from denominator we are taking e raised to the power 0.3 t common, and inside will be 2 over e raised to the power 0.3 t plus 1. And now we can, because of directly putting infinity we will not get the answer, so we'll have to take common and cancel, and this will be 600 over, this will be 2, this will be 2 over infinity, 1 will be 2, so basically this will be 0 plus 1, so 1, and this will be equal to 600. So upper limit will be n tends to 600 when t tends to infinity, n tends to 600. This will be our final answer for this part. Now they're saying find the time, C part, they're saying find the time after the start of the study when there are predicted to be 500 fish in the lake. Give your answer in years and months to the nearest month. So for that one, we will be taking the equation which is provided. N is equal to 600 plus e raised by 0.3 t over 2 plus e raised by 0.3 t, and this is equal to, they're telling us equal to 500, so we'll write over 1 and we'll cross multiply, and this will be what, 2 into 1 500 will be 1000, plus this will be 500 into e raised by 0.3 t is equal to 600 plus e raised by 0.3 t. And now we can basically we can simplify this 500 t and 600. Why this is plus is not here, so it should be removed, so this should be removed. And so now we can write it as 1000 is equal to 600 e raised by 0.3t minus 500 e raised by 0.3t, and this will be 600 minus 500 will be 100 e raised by 0.3t, and this is equal to 1000. Both sides we can divide by 100, and these two zeros gone, this 100 is gone, so we can write e raised to the power 0.3t is equal to 10. And log, we can take log on both sides, so e will be gone, so we will write 0.3t is equal to log 10, and this will be t will be equal to log 10 over 0.3, and this will be equal to what? This will be log 10 divided by 0.3 is equal to 7.675. 7.675. So they are saying in years and months, so 7 is complete years, so we can write 7 years, and 0.675 will multiply by 12 to get the months, so this will be 0.675 multiplied by 12 will be equal to 8.1 months. So 8.1 months we have to provide the completed month. Completed month will be 8, so we write 8 months. This will be our answer for this part. Now we can move to D part, and D part says show that d over dt is equal to, derivative is equal to this one, where is a constant to be found. Given that t is equal to capital T, this is basically the E part. We will do this later. First we will finish with the derivative, which is D part. So derivative, we can write n is equal to, we'll start with n, which is provided. D part, n is equal to 600 e raised power 0.3t over 2 plus e raised power 0.3t, and we can apply derivative of d over dx of u over v format, and we know this is what, denominator square up on numerator as it is, and derivative of u minus derivative of v and u as it is. So this is the technique which we'll be using for this derivative. So we can write d over dn over dt, dn over dt will be equal to denominator as it is with the square, so 2 plus e raised by 0.3t squared, and here denominator as it is 0.3t, and derivative of the numerator 600 into 600 into 0.3 e raised power 0.3t, and minus numerator as it is, which is 600 e raised by 0.3t, and derivative of the denominator, which is what, e raised 0.3 into e raised by 0.3t, and this will be the derivative. After taking this derivative, we can multiply 600 into 0.3, so 600 multiplied by 0.3 will be equal to 180, so this will be 2 plus e raised by 0.3t into 180 e raised to power 0.3t, and minus, similarly 600 into 0.3t will be 180 e raised to power 0.3t, and this will be squared, which we will write over square, and denominator will be as it is 2 plus e raised to power 0.3t squared. And now we can open this bracket also, so this will be 360 e raised to power 0.3t and plus 180 e raised to power 0.3t squared and minus 180 e raised to power 0.3t squared, and denominator will be 2 plus e raised to power 0.3t whole squared. Now we can cancel, this is plus, this is minus, so it will be cancelled, and the remaining part we can write over here. dn over dt is equal to 360 e raised per 0.3t over, this will be 2 plus e raised per 0.3t, this will be whole squared, so not only this one but whole squared like this. And here we can see a part is what? A part is this one, which is 360. So we can write a is equal to 360. So this part is done. Now the next part, which is basically this was a part which we found, and now given that small t is equal to capital T, dn over dt is equal to 8, find the value of capital T to one decimal place. So the given information we will be utilizing, and for this d part, this is I think so d part, or so when t is equal to, when small t is equal to capital T, dn over dt is equal to 8. This is the information provided. Now we have this derivative, which is dn over dt value, which is 360. Just we in the previous part we found this one over 2 plus e raised by 0.3t squared, and this is equal to 8, which is given in this part. And now we can cross multiply. This will be 8 into 2 plus e raised by 0.3t whole squared is equal to 360 e raised by 0.3t, and 8 will be cancelled with this one, so 360 divided by 8 will be equal to 45. So we can write as this is square, so I will just one step I will write like this one is equal to 45 e raised for 0.3t. Now we can open the square and we will use the square formula. A plus b squared will be equal to a squared plus b squared plus 2ab, simple formula which we will be utilizing, and this will be 2 squared will be 4 plus e raised from 0.3t squared, a squared plus b squared plus 2ab, so 2 into 2 4 e raised to power 0.3t, and t is equal to capital T basically, and we are using small t, so we can change to capital T, and this will be capital T. I will have to change this all t's by capital T's, and this will be what, this is capital T, and this one also capital T, and this one capital T. Hopefully I have changed all. This one also will be capital T, and this will be equal to 4e raised for 0.3t is equal to 45 e raised for 0.3, this one capital T. Now we can rewrite this in quadratic form. 0 e raised for 0.3t squared, and this will be 4 and minus 45 will be 41, so minus 41 e raised for 0.3t and plus 4 is equal to 0. This will be the equation in quadratic form. We can put e raised for 0.3t is equal to x, so our quadratic equation will be x squared minus 41x and plus 4 is equal to 0. Now we can use the mode 5 3 button, or you can use quadratic formula, whatever you like, and this will be 1 and minus 41 and 4, and this will be equal to what 40.90. So one value will be x is equal to 40.90 and the second value will be what 0.0978. So this will be x1 value, x2 value will be 0.00979, 0.97. I can write it 0. This is basically we have done 0.097. I'll re-enter the values 1, then minus 41 and 4, and this is giving us, this is the first value which is 40.90, correct, and the second value is this one which is 0.097, so we can put here 0. And the next thing is basically what this one x, we can take the positive value, so this implies e raised by 0.3 capital T is equal to log of 40.90, and this will be T will be equal to what? No, basically what we are doing is this will be e raised to the 0.3 t. 0.3 t will be equal to log. Once we have taken this log, e will be removed. So 0.3 t will be equal to log of this, and t will be equal to log of 40.90 over 3. Over should be over here 0.3, and this one will be what? This will be log of 40.90 over this will be 0.3 is equal to 12.37, or we can write 12.37 approximately 12.4, and the other value will be giving us the negative. So we will reject this one. T value will be negative. T value is equal to negative, so we will reject. You can find the t value, you will get negative for that one. So this will be our answer. Now we can move to question number 9, a part. Express this in the form of r sine x minus alpha, where r and alpha are constants. R is greater than 0, alpha is in between 0 and pi by 2. Give the exact value of r and give the value of alpha in radians to 3 decimal places, and this is 3 marks. So this will be, we can rewrite basically r will be what? R will be equal to this value 12 squared under root of 12 squared, and this one 5. So plus 5 squared will be equal to we can write square root of 12 squared plus 5 squared, and this is equal to 13. So r value will be 13, and alpha value we can find, alpha is equal to tan inverse of y value over x value, so 5 over 12, so 5 over 12, and this will be equal to shift tan, basically shift mode, this will be radian will be 4, and tan inverse shift tan of 5 over 12 is equal to 0.3947, so 0.395, 0.395. This will be our answers for this part. And then they are saying the function g is defined by this one, and find b part is find the minimum value of g, the smallest value of theta at which the minimum value occurs. So we will be for b1, for the minimum value we will be taking the given equation which is this one. So b part 1 g of theta is equal to 10 plus this will be what, the same thing 12 sine this r value we can replace 13 sine of 2 theta minus 8 minus this alpha value. So we are writing in this format basically r sine x minus alpha. So it will be r sine x minus alpha will be 2 theta minus pi by 6 minus 0.395, and this will be we can simplify 10 plus this will be 13, and this will be what sine of this one will be minus 1. If we calculate this, this will be minus 1, and we can sine of 2 theta minus pi by 6, and this will be minus 1, and this will be equal to 10 minus 13, which is equal to minus 13. So this is minus 13 for this one, not minus 13, minus 3 basically. Minus 3, 10 minus 13 is minus 3. And now for the second part, B2 is what? The smallest value of theta, smallest value of theta at which the minimum value occurs. So 3 by 2 pi, we can check 3 over 2 pi, and this is 2 theta minus pi by 6, and minus 0.395 is what? Is basically what we are doing. Sine theta values are varying from minus 1 to 1. So like for example this one, sine theta varies from 1 to minus 1. So this value will be 1 and minimum value will be minus 1. So that's why we have taken over here the minimum value will be minus 1. So this will be resulting to minus 3. And this one 3 by 2 pi, we are taking 3 by 2 pi because minimum value will be occurring for this one, and this is 0, this is pi by 2, this is pi, and this is 3 by 2 pi. So that's why we have taken minimum value is occurring for this angle. So we will be taking this one equal to 3 by 2 pi, and we can simplify 2 theta is equal to 2 theta is equal to what? This will be equal to 3 by 2 pi plus pi by 6 and plus 0.395. I have shifted everything to the other side. So this implies theta will be equal to 1 by 2 of 3 by 2 pi plus pi by 6 plus 0.395, and we can solve this with the calculator, and this will be what? 3 by 2, 3 over 2, and this will be pi and plus pi over 6 and plus 0.395, and this gives us 5.630, and we have to divide this by 2. So divided by 2 will be equal to 2.815. So 2.815, which we can write approximately. So theta will be approximately equal to 2.82. So this will be the value for this one. Now we can move to the C part. C part says the function h is defined by h of beta is equal to this one. Find the range of h. Now h of beta is 10 minus 12 sine beta minus 5 cos beta square. This value we can use, and C part we will be taking h of beta is equal to 10 minus 12 sine of beta minus 5 sine of beta minus 5 cos of beta square. So cos of beta whole square, and we can basically write in that r sine theta format, this one r sine x minus alpha format we will be changing for this, and we will get 10 minus, this will be what, 13 sine of beta minus 0.395, and this will be squared and bracket close, and this will be equal to 10 minus 13 square will be 169, and sine square beta minus 0.395. And now we can check this one, sine square when this is equal to 1, when sine square beta minus 0.395 is equal to 1, h of beta will be equal to what? H of beta will be equal to 10 minus 169 into 1, and this will be equal to 1 minus 159. This will be the answer. Then when this is equal to 0, when sine square beta minus 0.395 is equal to 0, so this will be 10 minus 0, this will be equal to 10. So y will be varying from 0 to 10, so we can say x value will be like this one, so it will be varying like this up to this one, so this will be up to pi by 2 value, this is 0. So sine beta will be varying from minus 159 to 10. This is the 10 value, so it will be varying up to 10. So this will be our answer. Hopefully you understood each and everything. We are done with this whole P3 paper. As I mentioned in the beginning that we are not having access to the marking scheme, so if there is some correction we will be adding in description of the video. Comment section, basically you will have to check the comment section also, and don't forget to subscribe this channel and also recommend this channel to your friends and class fellows. Introduce this channel to your respected teachers. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye.